My mom held me down while my dad arranged my wedding to a dangerous older man. I was only 15, so I ran away and exposed them all. Now, years later, she's sick and begging me to come back because I'm family. But here is the insane story of how I escaped a forced child marriage in America and the secret network I built to stop them. In my family, girls were married off the second they got their first period. It didn't matter if you were 12, 13, or 14. If you had blood, you were ready for a husband at least 3 times your age. I grew up thinking this was normal, that this was just our culture. But when I turned 11, I watched my 13-year-old cousin, Mariam, get promised to a 43-year-old man. This man had 2 previous wives. Both died before they turned 20. That was the night I decided I had to stop my biological clock. I stopped eating, not because I wanted to be skinny, but because I noticed the scrawnier girls in my family were the last ones to get their periods. It was my only defense. I learned that your body needs a certain amount of fat to start puberty. The other girls called me a skeleton, but I didn't care. They were already promised to men older than our grandfather. Every Friday, from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m., I was forced to cook and serve meals to the male family members. If I made eye contact or spoke, I got 10 lash of the belt. I was being prepped to be a submissive wife, but when I was 14, my period came anyway. I was terrified. I knew what it meant. My mom had convinced us that any girl who didn't follow the rules would die alone, ugly, and useless. But then, a school teacher accidentally saw my back when I changed my shirt for gym class. She saw the belt mark. She tried to intervene, but my family was powerful. They pulled me out of school the next day. I was isolated, trapped. And then, the wedding preparations began. My dad chose a man for me, a 47-year-old construction mogul, the man who had already buried 2 wives. They brought the contract to the house. I knew if I signed it, my life was over. So I did the only thing I could. I stole my dad's phone, grabbed $20 from my mom's purse, and ran. I ran barefoot in my nightgown, through the neighborhood, jumping fences until I found a bus stop. I begged the bus driver, an older black woman, to help me. She looked at my bleeding feet, locked the bus doors, and drove me straight to a women's shelter. The shelter saved my life. I learned that what my family did wasn't culture, it was child abuse. I got my GED, went to nursing school, and built a completely new life. I changed my name. For 5 years, I was a ghost, but I couldn't stop thinking about the other girls, my cousin, my little sister. I knew they were still trapped. So, while working as a nurse, I started an underground network, a secret system to help girls escape forced marriages in America. We called it the Freedom Network. I partnered with social workers, teachers, and lawyers who understood the loopholes these families use. We created care packages disguised as school notebooks. Inside, burner phones, prepaid debit cards, shelter addresses, and step-by-step instructions on how to escape. We slipped them to girls at grocery stores and public bathrooms, anywhere we could. It was dangerous. If my family found out it was me orchestrating this, they would have killed me. But every time a girl escaped, it fueled me. Fast forward to present day. I'm 28, a successful nurse, married to a man who respects me. I thought I was safe. Then, I get a call from an unknown number. It's my mother. She's crying. She tells me she has cancer, that she's dying, and she wants to see me one last time because family is family. She begged me to come to the hospital. My heart sank. A part of me, the little girl who just wanted her mom to love her, wanted to go. But my gut told me it was a trap. I didn't go. Instead, I had a friend who worked at that hospital check the records. My mother wasn't a patient. She wasn't sick. It was a setup. My family had tracked me down because they found out about the Freedom Network. They wanted to silence me. They had men waiting at the hospital entrance to grab me. If I had gone, I would have disappeared. I didn't just block her number. I went to the FBI. I handed over years of documented evidence, the fake passports, the illegal marriage contracts, the abuse records. My father and 3 of my uncles were arrested for human trafficking, child endangerment. The entire community was exposed. The empire they built on the suffering of little girls crumbled. My mother called me a traitor. I told her, I'm not a traitor, I'm the survivor you couldn't break. To anyone out there trapped in a situation that feels impossible, run. You are stronger than their fear. The cycle stops with me.